Welcome to Community Cocktails with Kimberly, hosted by Kimberly Woodard, a realtor for nearly 20 years with Ebby Halliday Realtors. Join her every first and third Wednesday of the month as she meets with the top community influencers to help you get to know the area you want to call home. Don't just love your home, love your community. And now, your host, Kimberly Woodard.
Welcome, viewers, to this episode of Community Cocktails with Kimberly. I'm so thrilled about this episode, and I know you guys are going to love it. It is now, 'tis the season. Holiday season is here, with it being November, and you are probably, like me, trying to get together with friends, family, whether it's at your home or you're doing private gatherings at locations. So today I have my best friend, Justine Sweeney, with her company, Sand and Lavender. Welcome, Justine.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
I am.
It's great to be here, and hopefully we'll bring some fun ideas to your audience.
Yes. Well, we have quite the setup here, and I can't wait to go into it, and let's talk about it. What do we have here?
What do we have? Okay, so one of the topics that we had been playing around with for fall is everything old is new. So not to have to go backwards to COVID or anything, but as we were all cleaning out closets, which was happening, and even a china cabinet and all, we're finding that today's younger people don't really respect or want those older pieces, and it just doesn't fit their decor. However, some of these dishes and bowls and biscuit jars are all just beautiful. The wine glasses and things like that. So I wanted to find a way to how to bring them back. But maybe bring them back in a fresher capacity, so it doesn't have to be grandma's table anymore. So what you'll find in our harvest setting that we have over here on your right is a mix of a variety of different vintage vessels. What I love is everything from old dessert cups, which we don't do that anymore, right? We're just going to have it out on the buffet, to anything that's footed makes me super happy. There's like the thankful jar has these beautiful, delicate feet to them. Any of the domed dishes are super fun. Those actually translate correct to modern usage as well.
Definitely.
But what you'll see here that I thought was also relevant is using organic materials. So everything here has a sensory effect if you think about it. The footed bowl is filled with corn kernels with a variety of acorns and hazelnuts and almonds in the raw. And what I love is, I think all the nuts should be painted gold. Just go for it.
Hey, I love myself some gold.
And I think a hint of gold really gives it just a little bit of pizzazz, and it makes it more fun. No one's going to eat those nuts. They're really all for display. Espresso beans make a wonderful way to kind of refresh a room. You can lift the lid on that jar that's right there, and all of a sudden you kind of just get a sense of, like refreshment. Cranberries are fantastic for holiday, and as well as lemons and limes, and you see some citrus, dried citrus, dried flowers just make a little hint of color, but it's all very organic, and I just love that.
Yes. Well, and I love that this is stuff that you can easily get from your store, your local store, and then you can fill up, your containers, and voila, you have a beautiful presentation.
Yeah, and it's fun. And you can even, what I also thought was interesting about this concept, if you do have the good fortune of having your family nearby or visit you for Thanksgiving, is what if you pull out that bowl that grandma gave you at your wedding? How meaningful is that to her? So think about, but even if you use it, even if it was for mashed potatoes, but now we're going to put nuts in it. I think it creates something special.
And that's what I love. It has conversation pieces. It's things that you can reuse, and then it's like you're bringing that person back to your table, and they're there enjoying the dinner in spirit. So,
and if you have it all, you should use it. There is no value of it being in a china cabinet. This is not an asset anymore. These are things that should be used and enjoyed. The other thing you will see is right in front of this crazy pumpkin.
Yes.
Those are magnolia leaves. So many people have magnolia trees in their backyard. You don't need to buy them from the grocer. I go and cut them. I call it foraging. So as much as you can forage in your yard, find leaves that are falling, any of the acorns, things like that. Yeah. Gather them up, and they can make great table accents.
You can put your kids to work.
And clean up the yard while you're doing it. There you go. And one thing, too, to point out that where the hydrangeas are, that is a biscuit jar, which apparently was very popular as gifts in the 50s and 60s.
Yes.
So they all have lids.
Right.
Okay. I have taken the lids off so that we can enjoy them. Right. Because I don't make biscuits and put them in there. So. No. But all of these do have matching lids. But what's fun about that hydrangea piece is that there's some pumpkins, like they're faux pumpkin accents. Well, you can take that same concept. Let's say not everyone can build a beautiful arrangement, and that's okay. But you can easily go to Trader Joe's, have some hydrangeas in a beautiful vintage container, take those out and put in even some berries or a little bit of red, and you have transitioned that to Christmas.
Wow. See, you can
without any professional help.
Yes. Well, the day after Thanksgiving, in my house, the day after Thanksgiving, the house turns into Christmas.
Right. Oh, and you can even take those cute pics with like the little elf feet. Oh, like the little elf ears or anything can be that is just an easy way to make something fun.
Yes.
And personal to match your decor.
I love this. This is just gorgeous. And I love all the pieces. I mean, this is, this just brings happiness this is November. This is a November setting.
It is. It is. And it's fun. You can do this on a sideboard table or on a console table. Let's say you have a lot of guests at Thanksgiving that actually need places to sit to eat. Yeah. That might be overwhelming. So you look for an area where you can create a kind of a fun vignette.
Yes.
For your guests to see.
No, this is beautiful. This is so beautiful. And like I said, I can't wait to take the concept to my Thanksgiving event.
I'll be coming over to help do that.
Yes, you will. Because it's quite the event at my house. Thank goodness I don't cook.
Thank goodness, yes.
I have someone else doing that.
And I will have to say we're going to outsource. I will not be the one unpacking the nutcrackers. That is not my realm.
I know. That's always a fun time. Well, what else do we have here?
Okay, so I wanted to see about sharing kind of what I think is one of the hottest looks for fall and winter in regards to floral arranging.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to bring this over. Yeah.
Drink over here.
My water. Okay, friends, look at this girl.
This is just gorgeous.
She makes me so happy. We're going to move her over.
I love it.
Okay, so this is actually done in the vessel, which is hard to see, but we'll have some close-ups in the program, is a part of a lamp base of an old cut glass lamp.
That.
Yes. Do you remember Grandma always had those like on the nightstands or something that were very... anyway, so the theme or the feel is very open, very cascading, very much a use of some green and nature, not a tight... Like this is considered like if I don't know, all the viewers can see it. This is kind of like a pave style, where it's real tight,
right?
Like bouquets, which we all just finished homecoming season. So there were bouquets all day, every day, and which I still do have a passion for. But I will say this look is just sophisticated. It's somewhat romantic, and it covers a lot of space, which I think makes a presence, right?
Yes.
So you see kind of what I've done with this, the organic we just talked about really some people might find it cluttered, like it's too much, right? Yeah. Which is totally understandable. If you have a cleaner environment or tablescape, this just really pops. What is also great is that it looks good from all angles.
Oh, yeah.
We could spin it around if I had the Lazy Susan. I didn't bring the Lazy Susan.
Oh, and I love my Lazy Susan.
I know. I love the Lazy Susan. Lazy Susans are back, everyone.
So pull them out.
Get them out. You can paint them. You can cover them with some fabric, but let the girls spin. And it also doesn't use that much floral.
Yeah.
So from a cost perspective, right, some might find this intimidating, thinking, well, this is going to be very expensive.
Correct.
It might be out of budget. Where actually it is not. And I purposely did this one. Everything is from Trader Joe's.
Wow.
I did that. I did not sneak to the wholesaler and find you exotic flowers that none of your audience can find.
Wow. So go to your Trader Joe's. You may want to get there early.
Yes.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. 8 a.m. for Floral, delivered every day. And I'm not endorsed by them or anything, but I will say Central Market has beautiful floral, and so does Market Street.
Yes.
Those are at least what I'm familiar with. I'm sure there's other options. But I wanted you to know that you can do this on your own. And holler at Sand and Lavender if you need help with how to get it done, because we can do that.
It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, she does spin. Who knew the table spun?
I mean, I just love all the berries that are in here, and then the colors just make it pop.
And once you master this, the fun thing is kind of what we just said about the pumpkin hydrangeas is Kimberly and I both do love orange, and I do think it does translate to Christmas, but we could pull out all the yellow roses and put in red. Easy. And you would be, maybe take the orange berries out, put in a red berry, but the greenery, the little bit of, yellows and oranges still work.
Oh, yeah. No, it's absolutely gorgeous.
The other thing that's kind of what old is new.
Yes.
Is place settings. Okay. Yes. I'm not going to go into a big tablescape because that could just be, that's a whole nother show, right? Okay. Setting the table.
Yes.
I do have our inspiration of what would Dolly do. So if you have cool old napkins like those, I think they're great to add. I love those individual salt and pepper shakers.
Yes.
Remember Grandma would make us use the little covers. Because you don't, look, I just got the table wet. So.
There you go.
But what we've done is use floral at every place setting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will show this. These are old bud vases and old wine glasses. They can be as simple. This is an old cordial glass, very simple, clean, modern. Like that could go with anybody's like the
decor.
Decor. This is a little bit of a bigger bud vase, but still very modern in feel. The bubble. Everybody loves the bubble because it takes up a little bit of room. This is one of my little favorite things to do. This is a vintage aperitif cup, and I always fill it with lavender so that there's a fresh, beautiful scent at the table. But the thought on this is that when you set the table, everybody gets one. So you have your water glass, your wine glass, even if it's a buffet and people are going to just come bring their plate, they will, at their place setting, this will be waiting for them.
Aww.
Now, if you do assigned seats, like some people like to do it, formal dinner, you can add the place setting, the name.
Right.
Place cards.
On there, and love it.
So everyone kind of has a little bit of beauty right in front of them.
Well, and I love that you can kind of mix and match this.
Oh, they do not need to match, please.
And I love that.
Don't match.
You can just bring out the stuff, and it all can tell a story. And maybe it is, grandma's, and there's a story that comes out because they remember always going to grandma's and, drinking out of that glass, or that she would do something funny or something.
This is like Aunt Fran's, right? So Aunt Fran, well, she loved her liqueurs, and this thing is not big enough for Aunt Fran. And we would drop them. So right now we're down to 4 of these from, I think, 8. Oh, and that's okay. So you just mix and match.
Yes.
But here's my favorite part.
Okay. Love.
Is so everyone's had dinner.
Yes.
And they're up talking, they're hanging out, they're sitting by the pool, they're just visiting.
Yeah.
You quickly take the flowers that were at the place setting and you put them in a favor box.
Wow.
And the favor box will be pre-made.
Look how beautiful that is.
And you can basically, when they leave, you present them with their flowers to go. So Kimberly, thank you for celebrating with me.
Oh, I love this.
Now
Look
it's
how
like a little party favor.
Look at this. I mean, it is so cute with the little ribbon around it. Everyone gets their little gift to go.
And I did like these. You can even do a message on them. So it says,
nice.
Thank you for celebrating with us. Oh. You can do custom stickers, I mean, those you can just print at home.
Right.
Or a Cricut, anything. You can, I wouldn't recommend trying to personalize each one.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a lot of extra work and you're going to get confused.
And then you're not going to know who got
Let them
what.
just let the guest pick whichever they want. But it makes a great presentation right by the door. If you have a foyer, little foyer table, or even just set up a little card table.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
they're
love that.
super cute. And then I did bring these just to show the guests. You do not have to use something like this. You've seen them in orchids and other things. But if, let's say, you're worried you have a more delicate flower that you chose, I picked all hardy flowers that you see here so that they could sit for 2 hours without water, and they'll still look gorgeous.
Right.
But you can get these. These are easy to get on Amazon, and you could have the little bit of water in the bottom of your cone.
Very nice. If you needed to.
If you felt like it. Like, let's say you are doing a beautiful little simple orchid, or you can take this in any direction.
Oh, I love it. Well, I just love this, that everyone gets a little, remembrance. They get a little bit of happiness, because I think floral always makes me happy. And, too, sometimes when you're doing a big party, you feel like, oh my gosh, I have all these flowers now. So now you can give them to your guests to take and enjoy, and enjoy at their home. And so it's so great.
It's like they bring the party home a little bit.
Yes. It's their little party
without
favorite.
Having to also buy another,
yes.
Which can be stressful, right?
Correct.
Like, it's a custom cookie, or is it this, or is it, you can kind of make yourself.
This is wonderful, because everyone gets that token. Everyone gets, and you can do this for anything. I mean, you can do it for, your Thanksgiving dinner, your just a housewarming, party or something that you're having.
Girls' night. If you're hosting even a girls' night, that's always a fun token to give away. You'll also see people use this for confetti and takeaway snacks.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to use floral. But if you want to mix it up, those can have candy in them, a little nut snack or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you had kids,
it's more for kids.
Yeah. If you had a lot of kids maybe you do some floral and some, little candies in there, and then the kids get a little treat, and so does
I wouldn't put them together. I would say there's one that's candy, one that's flowers. Okay. So each guest gets two. More work for you on the front end. But.
Yes. Well, I know. Don't have to worry about that at my house, because I have more adults than
kids. You do.
Yes.
One last idea, though, is with my lavender concept of these little liqueurs.
Yes.
These can then also go into a jewelry bag, like a sachet. And those could be in a beautiful crystal bowl.
I love that.
By the door.
Oh, I love that.
So if flowers intimidate you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You can
definitely call
Sand and Lavender.
Justine.
We'll take care of you. But if they intimidate you, here's another kind of delicate, sweet gesture,
yes.
I think.
And I think that would be fantastic for, you have showers.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I would love to do that, or a girls' lunch or something like that.
That would be sweet on the table for a girl, like a birthday lunch or something. I love that idea. That's a great way to use it.
I mean, there's so many wonderful pieces that you've done here. I know everyone is just probably looking at going, oh, wow. But remember, you do not have to do this at home. You can just call Justine and she'll do it for you.
We love that. It would be so fun. And we also love to teach.
Yes.
So I have no problem with, if someone wants to learn how to make this, I'll teach them how to do it.
I love that. So you can learn how to do this, and then still, if you feel like you are, like me, flopping around, like this is just
we'll just do it for you, and we will bring it over, and it'll be great. But we're happy to do whatever makes the most sense for the client and the guest.
Well, again, we have such beautiful pieces here, such wonderful things. I hope everyone has gotten to take something away today from this episode. And now your creativity is going wild of, what am I going to do for the party I'm having in 2 weeks or tomorrow? But now you've had some ideas. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Cheers to us.
I appreciate it.
And happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to contact Kimberly with your real estate needs, you can reach her at kimberlywoodard.ebby.com. We hope you enjoyed our guest this week, and remember, don't just love your home, love your community.